Hello, good evening, and welcome to my Morse Code Telegraph tutorial where I show you how to save and read from internal storage using a Morse Code app as an example. So right now, all we have is this. Right, you press the button and it beeps a lot. So now let's work on some actual exciting stuff. So this is what we will be doing. We will eventually make this UI where we have a start time where if you press the button here, it'll show you when you pressed it, and also the time that you stopped pressing it. That is the time you let go of it. And we will also eventually calculate the amount of time you spent pressing the button. That is, let's say 10 seconds or 100 milliseconds. And the amount of time that you waited before you press the button again. That is the pause. And this will be a little special because we'll need a flag because it's a little programmatically a little tricky. But let's get started first by just making this UI. So let's do that. I wonder if I can make this any bigger. Alright, that appears to be fine. Let's see. I guess here we are. That's fine. So first we will need a text view, just a normal text view. How do I drag? Okay, drag it. All right. And this will do nothing. It's just description start, and it'll we won't do anything. But just remind us what the text. Come on. Oh. Yeah, when we use this drag and drop thing, it does tend to freeze, so when we're entering in value. So we'll just wait here while it thinks. Okay, and we'll say start time milliseconds. Yeah, you guys can see that, right? Hopefully. And we'll do another text view underneath that one. And this will actually be, let's call it, what should we call it ID? Text box start time. And let's just call it start time. And I want to make this a little bigger to differentiate from the other one. Let's see. Do you have a large here? Light, large. Here we are. Here you go. That's great. I want to change this to description start time actually. There we are. Oh, and this is nice. It will update all my XML, my Java, R references. This is terrific. And then we'll do the same thing for the end time. So we'll do description end time, and our text the text that displays will be end time milliseconds. Excellent. And same thing, we'll put another text view underneath here. It will be text box end time, and it'll just show our first end time. And we also make this a little bigger, large. There you go. Fantastic. And let's look at the text just so we can know what's going on. So here's what it looks like. In XML format. I'm going to move this button stuff because it's a relative layout. It doesn't. You can put it anywhere you want, but I just like it just for my own sake to be sort of matchy. Okay, and I don't know why they always put the ID down the bottom. For me, that seems counterintuitive. So I'm going to move all these IDs to the top. For me, it's more readable. I don't know. What do you think? Because that's the first thing I want to do. I want to know what is the ID of the UI element at first, right? More than anything else. Okay, so this looks fantastic. So let's just run this to make sure we don't have any sort of runtime errors, and I'll let my thing run, my emulator run, and we will just go to main activity in the meantime. So now that we have our UI, internal error occurred. Huh. Okay. Does that... Okay, it does nothing. So this is what it should look like after you do your UI. It does nothing, but it's just so we can know what's going on. Right now, we're just going to do start time, end time. Let's look at our thing. So right now, let's just check off what we have done UI-wise. So we've done this part of the UI and that part of the UI. So now we're going to work on this start. Get the system start time and get the system end time when the user presses down the button and when the user releases the button. What do we have so far in our main activity class? We have this stuff we did last time, and here's our untouched listeners. This will detect when you press the button. So when we press the button down, you want to generate the beep sound, but also now you want to get the system time. And we're going to use a long, and I'll show you why we're going to use a long value. Start time. Oops, I don't want to comment that. I want to start coding for realsies. That's going to be system.current time and milliseconds. Excellent. So that we got that. And we'll do the same thing for when the users release the button over here. So when they stop pressing the button. So it's going to be get the system time. Also same thing, but it's going to be, we're going to call it end time. It's equal to system current time in milliseconds. Excellent. So now let's look at our handy dandy thing. We get system end time, and we want to display it and save it into the internal storage. So now we will actually do the realsies part. First, I want to display it just so we can see what it looks like. We're going to work on this display part first. So let's go to the pressing down start time. So when the user, let's just do display the start time in the text box start. Oh, we haven't initialized the text box yet. Bad. Okay. So let's do that. I knew I was forgetting. I was just jumping into it. Okay. So let's. Do I have to initialize up here? Initialize text box. So text view. Let's call it text box start time, text box end time. All right, and let's initialize it here. Set up text boxes in the user interface. Yeah, you want to do that, before you do anything crazy. So these elements that I want to, these two, start time and end time, I want to initialize them in the UI. And these are called text box start time and text box end time. So text view, text box start time. I guess we don't need these guys here. Is equal to text view. r dot or find view by ID r dot ID dot text box start time. And the same thing, text view for the end time one. Text box end time is equal to text view find view by ID r dot ID ID dot text box end time. Alright, so now we've set the text boxes up in our user interface. That's important. So now we can get to this part where we display the start time in the text box start time. So we're going to first, but it only displays strings. So we have to convert the long to a string because that's just how text boxes work. I think. I don't know. Maybe it does display a long, but I am not sure about that. So how do I convert? So we have to convert so we have to, let's call it string. String start time. Let's just call it start time string. There you go. Is equal to, let's see if I can remember this, long value of, here you go, start time. What's going on? Something's wrong. Yeah. String value of? Okay, that works. So we can do that. So we convert long to string, and now we can actually display it. So text box start time, set text, and we're going to set start time string. So let's just check this in our emulator. And while that is running, let's do the same thing here. So let's display the end time in the text box end time, but it only displays strings, so we have to convert the long to a string. So we call the same thing, end time string is equal to, actually I want to make it a little more, I'll show you. There you are. String value of end time. And same thing, text box end time, set text end time string. So let's see. Yeah, that works fantastic. So now we can see our system time. We can see why we need a long, because it's a really, really long number. So we'll just start this emulator again, just so we can get the end times in. So you can see when we press down, the start time changes, and when we let go, the end time changes. Yay! So we have gotten this display down. Now we'll just work on the save part, where we save it to internal storage. And then next time we'll calculate, because I'm tired. And let's see over here at the UI. So we've done that. We've at least done on the UI. So next time we'll work on this part. Next time. So now let's save it. Save to internal storage. Actually, we can save it up here before we display it. So now let's save the long. Do you want to save the string? No, let's save the long. Long value, the long system time to internal storage. Actually, I said save. Actually, I want to say write. Write the long value to internal storage. So here is how I do it. I got this from Stack Overflow. So I'm going to look at my notes here because I don't really know it. Oh, so first, alright, so we have to write the string, write the value of the start, write the value to a file. But we first have to create a file, and we do that with the try and catch. So we do try, and then we do catch, exception error, and if something bad happens, we'll do nothing. That's probably not a good idea. So we'll have to use something called a file output stream. We have to open this, we have to call something file output, and we have to open this file output thing. Here you go. We can call it a file name. For some reason, people will do this in all caps. I don't know, is that a convention? And we want to make a private mode. So private mode or capitalize mode. Here you go, mode private. I guess, do I need to make a file? I need to make a file. Okay, so it's saying, yeah, I need to make a file named start time. So let's just go back up here. So let's create string values of file names. Alright, I guess you could just do a string value here, like this. I think this might be better. No, I'll initialize it, because then we can reference the same thing and not have to worry about, well, did I spell the file name right, etc., etc. So we'll do string is going to be equal to file name start time, because I'm prone to typos. As you probably, oh, what's wrong? I don't get it. Is access from it needs to be declared final. Okay, so make it final. Okay, so I have to make it final. And I will do the same thing for the end time start time, because we'll need two files, one for the start time and one for the end time. So this will be called file name end time.txt. Okay, I don't know if that does anything in this, but I find it helpful. So okay, so we made the file output system, and now we have to write to the output file. So that's going to be file output, and we're going to write byte. I don't know which one. Oh, let's just pick this one. And we want to, we do want to write a string. Yeah, sorry. Actually, we're going to put the same text here. We're just going to move it down. Because I don't think you can write long value. You have to write, oh yeah, of course, it's a file. It only text file, only takes strings. So you have to write the string value of the long time, and that was start times string. I don't know, can you write longs to outputs? I don't think you can. Get bytes. Come on, get bytes. And then we have to close the file. So it's going to be file output dot close. And now we have written to the file. Yay! And we'll do the same thing for the end time here. So we're gonna shimmy down. So we're gonna make a try catch. Try catch exception error. So we'll do nothing, so we won't even know if it doesn't catch it. We probably should do like a log. Yeah, let's log something. I changed my mind. We'll actually do something proper for once. Let's just import that class, and we'll do could not write to file start time. What's going on? Why is this not working? Oh, can't. How about can't write to file? There you go. And we'll also log here. You know, we'll have good programming practices. You know, do something right. Can't write to file end time. There we are. Okay, now we are being good programmers. So let's first create the output file. File output stream. File output. I guess we could do just copy and paste, but I find it helpful. Oh yeah, see, this is nice. Now they've initialized the value, we can just pick this, and we've got a mode private. And then we want to write to the file. And we want to do file output, write. And we want to write the string value, end time string, and whoops, get the bytes. And you want to close the file. So it's going to be file output dot close. Excellent. So we've done that. Let's look at our chart. So we've done this. And I guess I'm getting a little tired and this is running a little long. So in our next video, we will be calculating this. So today we have written. It's hard to write with a mouse. So today we have written to a file, and next time we will actually read from the file that we just wrote to. And we will do that when we calculate how long the user waited before they pressed the button again, and how long the user pressed down the button. And then we'll also display that. And so basically we will be working on this part in the next video. So the green part is what we did today, and the blue is what we're going to do next time. Alright, thanks for watching. I will see you guys soon.